afterwards, the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, regarding the honor and for the sake of the sanctity of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, what did he do? You can take stock of this from the following extracts, where he says that those people who, not fearing Allah, make insults against the greatest Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, and remember him with profane language, and say all sorts of evil things, and do not refrain from doing all of this. Why should we reconcile with such people? I say truly that we can reconcile with the snakes of the earth as well as the wolves. But those people, we will not reconcile with them who slander our Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, who is more beloved to our father and mother, who call him impure. We do not want to do such a thing where our faith will be removed. Hazur says, then the allegations of the opponents, mentioning it in one place, the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, states, and he says this while expressing his sanctity and honor, that nothing has caused more ache to my heart than this mockery of these people that they do against our pure Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. In their hearts, what they say about this great glad-tider Prophet of the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, they severely injure my heart. I swear by God, if all my progeny and the progeny of my progeny and all my friends and all my companions and friends, if in front of me they are killed, and if my hands and my own feet are killed, and if the pupil of my eye is removed, and if I am deprived of everything, if all my happiness and all my comforts are totally taken away, then in comparison to all of this, what is greater, what causes more ache to me? That such profane and improper language is used against the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. O Heavenly Master, descend your mercy and we ask you for forgiveness. Hazur says, today as well, certain Christian priests, they raise improper allegations against Islam and do not refrain from this. In the past few days, the priest who said he was going to burn the Holy Quran in America, he still has the same view. His view has not come to an end. He had a plan to come to Britain, and this was announced in the past few days as well. Somebody called him, perhaps it was Parliament. Anyhow, this was the news of yesterday, that the government of Britain has made restrictions upon this, that because we have different people of different religions here, we do not want any kind of civil rife to be caused, and we cannot entertain this. This is why we do not permit you to come here. So this is a very good measure that has been taken by the government of Britain. May Allah the Almighty enable them to do this similarly in the future. And may all the governments of the world take lesson from this, so that civil rife in the world can come to an end. Now I come towards the promised Messiah, peace be upon him's practical example, how he actually on different occasions practically performed this. There is the instance of Lekram, everybody is aware of it, how he dealt with that. He was performing ablution at the station, and Lekram came and said salam. He did not give any attention to that whatsoever. So Lekram thought that perhaps the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, did not hear. He came a second time and said salam. The promised Messiah did not respond once again. Then he left. And after the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, performed ablution, somebody said Lekram came, and he said salam. He said, this person swears and abuses our Prophet, and then he says salam to us. So Hazur says, this was the honor and sanctity he had. This is how he dealt in that way, and this is how it should be dealt. Hazrat Sheikh Yaqub Ali Irfani, he writes an incident that a doctor priest, I met him in 1925, and in those days Dr. Stanson he was called. Perhaps this is a mistake in pronunciation, Hazur says, but anyhow he was a missionary in Badala, and sometimes he had met promised Messiah, peace be upon him. He also took part in the debate according to the revelation. He also had a part in that. But anyhow, he had some link with that part of history, and this is why I had an interest that I should meet this priest. And I met him in London. Then during our discussions and during the questions and answers that were being performed regarding the life of